Yo, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back. It is time once again for the Dokkan early stream. Today we join our hero in progress of the Festival of Pain extreme mission. I got like a decent part of the way through it the other day and then basically had to quit out of it because I had been in the event essentially all day, and so would have missed out on my daily logins and stuff if I didn't quit out of the event and actually like go to the home screen, which is kind of stupid that that's how it works, but unfortunately that is how it works. So I had to start again, and I'm trying to do the run without Broly, just so that essentially that can be my video, like doing the run without Broly. So I've already gotten a couple of times gotten to like stage like 12 or 13 or something when you still only had one turn and then failed. So yeah, I've got to finish the run today, not necessarily on the stream, because obviously we're going to be waiting for the EZA news, but I've got to finish the run today so that I can actually do like the Dokkan Day missions and stuff. So because yeah, I mean, I already pulled Broly, so it's not like the end of the world regardless of what happens, but obviously I don't want to miss out on the free tickets and the link level event and everything. So plus obviously I want to get this video up, right? I genuinely don't know if some of these units have actually stacked enough though, because all of the units want to stack, and like the weak units really want to stack like as much as possible, which then means you're getting less stacks with the units that you would normally be keeping on rotation in like a normal run. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens. I beat Festival of GT Heroes. Yeah, I saw that, the screenshot. That's crazy. I meant to react. Oh, I did react to it, yeah. But yeah, that's awesome. I put the flames, but I'll put the Ningen face one as well. But yeah, I've seen a couple of people pull Broly off the free tickets already, which is interesting. It's crazy that we had to wait for like the extra couple of days, but nice. All Goku Supers getting negated by Kid Buu here is actually really good. Unless he also negates Vegeta's one, actually, because then we just lose. I didn't think of that. Okay, good. Could you imagine that? You're on your last turn of like the charges and all of your characters do unarmed super attacks. This is the Broly active skill OST. My tickets and summon and got nothing. Yep. Unlucky, lucky goat. I mean, I've never pulled anything off of the free tickets, and then like last time, or the last two times, I literally just got all R's and SRs. So. LR Super EZA Broly stacks attack and defense the whole team 8%. Oh, what, like the Vegeta and Trunks? I mean, it's an interesting guess, but I mean, that would be awesome, but you know, good for the team in general, but yeah, I probably not. Should I call in LR, Kale and Cauliflower? I mean, they are still pretty good. It just honestly depends, like, how much you would run them, like what teams you would like. If you feel like you'll get a lot of use out of them, then go for it. I rainbowed both Broly's that are EZAing and finally got Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Nice. So it was confirmed. Now, the EZA details aren't out yet. They should be out in, like, just under an hour. $50 coins away from Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan. I think it's time to stop summoning. Yeah, I feel like, to be fair as well, for Carnival coins, I feel like it's worth saving up for the GDC units rather than getting someone like Gohan. Because Gohan is, like, already kind of outdated. Unfortunately for him. New Broly not as bad as everyone's saying. He's a good damage dealer, just not in slot 1. I mean, he's not even a good damage dealer if you don't put him in slot 1. He does like a 5 million attack stat on turn 1. And then no additionals, because he hasn't been hit yet. I think he's just a massive fumble for like anything that isn't Festival, which is unfortunate. Yeah, he is absolutely insane in the Festival. Before I like restarted my run to do the mission, like to do it purposely without Broly, I'd gotten to like maybe like halfway through and he was already at like 11 million defense. Which means with guard, he was practically already capable of tanking the final boss, like supers. And I was only like halfway through the event. Both Brolys for Festival. Both Brolys. We've got the EZA details that we're waiting for. The STR base Broly and then the LR STR Broly Super EZA. But the details aren't out yet, so we don't know what they do. But yes, LR STR Broly needs to be crazy. It would be funny if they made the STR LR Broly stack as well as just being crazy. So he's just like better than the new one. Why does my stream say YouTube featured? I have absolutely no idea. Does it say that somewhere? Shout out to everyone who is here. Make sure you guys hit that like button nice and early. Get some good likes on the stream while we wait for the EZA news. But yeah, I feel like a lot of these characters should just be stacked higher than this by now. But I mean, we've got the items and everything better for the end part anyway, so hopefully. Because obviously this kind of mission is not something that I'm going to care about doing with no items after it's taking so long to do it in the first place. EZA being better happens often. Yeah, exactly. It's definitely not an unheard of thing, especially like when the new one is as disappointing as the new one is. Because yeah, it's like I've had some good runs with Broly, but a lot of it is just complete RNG. And to be fair, I talked about it in that Giant 8 Power video that I put out yesterday, is even in the good runs that I've had with him on the team, it hasn't been because of him. Or it's been like on the Giant 8 Power team, he lost so much HP and I just survived, so then I could do the Super Saiyan 3 Goku transformation, like, but in terms of him himself and his performance, he hasn't been like particularly good. I need to find that thing that someone tweeted out a while back that was I think Toon replied to it, so maybe I can see it on here. But someone posted that full, like the full festival breakdown picture that has the like telling you what stage each character is. And there we go. So where am I at? Cell. Yeah, Cell's like stage 33. So I'm not even like that far from the end, realistically. And like, some of these guys just do not have as many stacks as they probably should have. But I also need to make sure that like, the Tech Gokus are getting a bunch of stacks so that when I fuse into Vegito at the end, like he's actually strong enough to just go crazy on the Vegito. 10 days until Silent Hill F, 17 days until Ghost of Yotai. Fatal Frame 2 is getting a remake. Yeah, some interesting stuff gonna be coming out. Yeah, it's like Broly just needs to be way higher. Especially against an enemy, if we're not fighting an enemy whose name includes Goku, he doesn't get a bunch of the extra bonuses. Yeah, sometimes with this team as well, though, because both the Vegetas and the Broly are both so much weaker than some of the other characters that we would normally run, like, you have to kind of alternate and switch around on the fly to make sure you actually do enough damage. Two golden freezers and 150 stones. And for the 14 tickets, I got 3 more. Jeez. So just full on rainbow. That's crazy. It's alright, like once you get to the point where you've got the 2 turns, you get that little bit of extra leeway. That's basically when the event becomes easy. Because even with a weaker team, like, you can make a mistake and lose during the phases early on where you only have 1 turn. Once you get to the point where you've got 2 turns, it's a lot more forgiving. Because it's not that difficult to kill most of these bosses in 2 turns until you get a little bit further. But yeah, I feel like the 4s should be like, as you get near to the end, should be closer to like 10 million than they are now. Luckily I got Broly in 200 stones. Yeah, I got very, very lucky. Like, for those of you who didn't see my summon like stream or the video, but I got Broly in 100 stones. And then just did a couple more, like some more multis just because it's double rates, because I really wanted Kale and Caulifla. I did get my first copy of LRTN. So he's been awakened now fully and is on my link level team. I need Festival 2.0, not more missions to the current one. No, thank you. Brony go there, I guess. Yeah, it's like turn 47, and this is Cooler is phase 35. But that's the thing, with the characters stacked as high as they are, like at this point, we can't die anyway. It's literally now just a case of slowly but surely working through to the stages where it does actually get hard. Because at this point, none of the bosses that you fight, up until you get to Tech World Tournament Goku, which is stage 40, like at this point, none of the bosses super attack for more than 1 million damage. So if every single unit on our team, which they do by quite a lot, has 1 million defense, like we can't actually die at all. Right. You know, Nightwing VA, NA, how's it going? Yeah, we're doing okay. Getting through it. Yeah, Anto, I know, right? I remembered. I actually managed to get up like a good 5 or 10 minutes earlier than usual and actually have everything ready in time. So I put it right at the start before the stream started. But yeah, doing all good. Hope you are well. But yes, everyone hit that like button. We've got almost 50 people in the stream and 15 likes on the stream. So let's see if we can get to that 50 likes before the EZA news comes out, which should be in just under 40 minutes. We've got plenty of time.
What a mess.
Omega's active skill. It's one of the ones I don't recognise. I've done the mission, but I've been trying to do it with a different setup. STR Blue's team with Inzamasu, AGL, Goku Black, Tech Golden Frieza, just for fun. Yeah, I'm trying to do the mission deliberately without Broly, which is why we're using the units that we are. Because I do have Broly, but it's one of those things that just for the video I want to make it for like people that don't have Broly. It's just like, here's beating it without him. Right. You've got enough defense now. You've probably got enough defense now, to be fair. And Broly has enough to tank regardless anyway, so... I want to attack into not type advantage, because ideally I want them to survive as long as possible. Looking forward to the new UI in 5.3. It looks cool on JP. I haven't actually seen many shots of it or anything. Yeah, I've got the support memory for Vegeta family. Just to make the Tech Vegeta and the AGL Scout Vegeta that little bit better. And obviously it applies to the 10-year fusions as well, because they're both on Goku family and Vegeta family. Broly, the absolute mad lad over here, just no support memory, just doing his thing. Broly's banner treated me well, grind double the medals in advance, waited for Dokkan Day to summon, got nothing off the tickets but 2 Brolys and 300 stones, nice. That's pretty good. Also dukes for Khalifa and KO and Super EZA LR Broly, very cool. Yeah, I did extra summons because I wanted a copy of Kale and Khalifa and still didn't pull them, which is annoying. Yeah. But it is what it is, as they say. EZAs was tonight. Now the EZA details are tonight, but it's already in the news. The EZAs come out on Wednesday morning. Which is weird. Like, I was talking to Little Blue about it last night when I was making my schedule. For months now, new stuff has come out on a Tuesday. So when I plan my schedule and like plan what we're doing, like what I'm doing for the week, because there's like certain days where we want to go out and do things and stuff like that. Like, I've always, like, for the however long, it's been ages, it's like, right, stuff always comes out on a Tuesday. And so we've been doing some stuff, like the last couple of weeks, doing stuff on like a Wednesday morning or something. And then now for the last like 2 weeks, including like Squadra coming out last week, for like 2 weeks, it's now been coming out on Wednesday instead. I guess let's put you first. These guys aren't quite at 3 million yet, so... If he attacks him, he's going to do like no damage. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, Preston, how's it going? Pulled Broly off the special tickets, let's go. Actually got super close with that team, but Frieza never got built up. The first hit with his active was Gogeta's super. Oh god. Yeah, that's not what you want. I feel like the Gogeta part of the card is pretty good for Festival though anyway, because as long as you can get lucky, like if you've got an orb changer, like if you can consistently get 10 orbs of him, then he just always dodges everything, which is pretty cool. Because yeah, take Gogeta, part of the Gogeta Freezer card needs 10 orbs to have a 100% chance to dodge. He's crazy damage. Freezer would have lived if built up, but got really unlucky. Yeah, that's the worst part about this event though. That's why this event could be so frustrating, is getting like 2.5 hours in and then like, yeah, dying to like the Dimer phase or Gogeta or Vegito. Does Scout Vegeta just not have crit in his like passive? Because I swear mine has dupes, and like during this whole run, like he never crits. I said it during the Chrono stream, but I kind of wish this Broly was a hype Dimer character so he could potential man all over the place. Man, people would have been so disappointed if we finally go. Imagine like if this guy, like Broly with his exact kit, was Dimer Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like they finally released Dimer Super Saiyan 4 Goku and he's literally only good in Festival. Like people would be so mad. Yeah, the thing is though, you got to be careful because you got to balance like the fight going fast with other units being able to stack, which can always be a problem. But yeah, like I said in that video that I made yesterday, right, is as long as the meta shifts, like, and they start actually doing some harder events or like longer events, and those become like the new set of difficult events in the game, then he'll be fine. It's just the fact that we don't have that currently. Like if we get to like New Year's, like let's say we get like a cool New Year Dual Dokkan Fest, and then they release like a red zone or something with, even if it's only got like four or five stages, but then like the last stage is actually like a really long event. Well, not even necessarily really long, but like a long event where the enemy hits quite hard at the end, then like Broly would probably be good in that event. But at the moment, where we have like fights where the enemies are hitting as hard as they do on turn 1 and the fight can be won in like 5 turns, like Broly's just not good in those events. Especially then everything can just get completely thrown out the window if like turn 1, even on an event where let's say the first phase doesn't hit very hard, so Broly has a chance to get built up, but then the second phase hits hard. Imagine then you go into the first phase and on turn 1 there's no attacks in slot 1, so Broly doesn't get any build up at all on the first turn. I mean, he gets build up afterwards because he gets hit after he attacks, but like he does 1 super in slot 1, then gets hit a couple of times. And then you're already at the point where now on turn 2, when he's down to only being at 30% damage reduction, he's got barely any defense. The Shadow Dragon boss rush thing is, I mentioned that in the video yesterday as well, can be awkward because that event's got a decent length to it, so it could be okay, except like most of the bosses super attack and stun you or seal you, which is then counterproductive to him taking hits to get his passive built up, or being targeted by supers to build up that part of his passive, but then he gets sealed or stunned, so he can't stack. Like, it's super annoying. I'm just overall just like very, very disappointed with his design. Like, as I said in the video, right, it's like people will always say now, whenever a unit that comes out that stacks, people will just always straight away say, oh, well, he's a festival unit. But like, Broly just literally is a festival unit in the sense that he's just not good anywhere else. Which is really disappointing, because obviously we've waited for a new Wrathful Broly for ages. The animations and everything are super cool, but yeah, he sucks. Incredible luck on the free tickets. Rift with 3 LRs, new Broly, Golden Frieza, and STR Broly. Damn, I mean, that's a damn good ticket multi right there. I rolled trying for LR, STR Broly, but Rainbow Tech Broly. Damn. Are you ready for 220 power beyond Super Saiyan Gohan Black in November? I mean, that would be insane, but... Blazer Dragon, morning. How's it going? I mean, that's the thing, because I tried him in some events on the private server as well. So, which I did mention in that video, I think. But like people replying to the video being like, well, the problem is you have him at 55%. It's like, well, I've used him at Rainbow as well. I wanted this Broly to be the new beast. They knew how hyped this drop was. I know, right? I really hoped that he would be really, really good. Should have kept the damage reduction from longer from his intro. Yeah, 100%. Well, someone commented on the video as well saying he should have had a base 20% damage reduction all the time. So then on turn 1 he would have 90%. And yeah, to be honest, I think that would have been really good, because he'd have had 90%, then 50, and then just 20 across the board. Like, I think that would have worked really well. Yeah, I don't think the tech Vegeta is stacked enough, because he doesn't have any, like, I mean, he has 18. No, he doesn't have that. That's off only for 3 turns. He does get up to 100. Well, he gets up to 150% when he receives an attack, to be fair. So actually, like, if he got hit now when we're on full health, he would get an extra 6 million defense. So actually, he is probably fine. How good are Int, Vegeta, and Trunks off lead? Quite bad, I would imagine. In Festival, I mean, they'd be okay early on, but the problem is they don't stack, like, fast enough, so that then, like, when you get later into the event, I think they would be, like, way too low defense. Because, yeah, early on, when it's not super difficult, they would be okay. But, yeah, I think they don't stack enough. So when you get to the part where, like, the last 10 phases where it can actually get quite hard, I don't think they'd have enough defense to be good. Just dropping by for a bit before I go to sleep. Some few hours behind you. How are you today? Yeah, doing alright, thank you. Obviously the day has pretty much just begun for me. Just up in time to stream. Started half an hour ago, or just over. Waiting for the Broly EZA news or post to get made. I was thinking on leveling my characters to LR. Do I level every one of their SA or nah? Well, if you're a newer player, if you need to focus on the ones that you're going to use the most, like the best units you have. Obviously, Kais are a tricky resource, like early on. Once you've been playing for a while, you'll find that you can build up quite a few with all the different events that give them out and stuff. But yeah, early on it can be a struggle to have the Kais. Oh, we're not going to Dokkan attack with Broly. But yeah, the main ones you're going to use, especially like the leaders for your teams. Like if you've got any of the GDC LRs, especially like Omega, the Blue Goku, getting those guys to max level. I have about 300 of each. Oh. I mean, if you've got like 300 Kais of each type, like the Grandmaster Kai, whatever he's called, then you can practically level up like every unit you have. So I guess why not? Like I don't even have 300 of every type, and I've got thousands. I've got thousands of the normal ones, but. Yeah, Broly definitely benefits from all the fights in this event that have a character whose name includes Goku. Yeah, it seems like an odd question then to be like, should I level up the super attack of my units? I have like, because there's 5 types and you have 300 of each. So it's like, should I use my Kais? I have 1,500 of them. It's like, okay, well then yeah, maybe you probably should if you've got that many. I mean, the question then really is just why haven't you already if you've got that many? Yeah. It's funny because of the different types of support that the two Goku or Vegetas give when you switch them back and forth. So we're going to get to the point now. This is going to be the point where people are like, you stacked that one's defense too much. Even though, like, some of them I had to switch around to make sure, like, other units could still attack and they could get their stacks and everything. Right. Should I have used my 10k stones on the Peppy Girl banner? But yeah, I mean, if they're characters that you're not even really going to use, then it's kind of up to you. But I think you don't get power level for characters like SA levels, do you? So. Because as long as they're at least at SA 10s, you can get their hidden potential as much as possible. Next week, I think I hit 4 years on the membership. Oh, damn. Let's have a look. Shout out to everyone in the chat. But yeah, shout out to all the channel members. If you want to help to support the channel and keep me going with what I do, then the best way to do so is to become a channel member. The tier 1 membership to the channel is only $2 for a whole month. Which, as someone used to always say in the chat, that's less than the price of a cup of coffee. That helps keep the channel going. You get access to all the channel emotes. You get access to the members area in the Discord. But yeah, you get your name highlighted in green in the chat with the Timebreaker mask. And the mask changes colours depending on how long you've been a member. But yes, Drace is at 47 months. So next month you will go up to 48 and get the purple stone badge. We've only got, you will join the ranks. We've only got 3 members that have the purple stone badge. And then there's you and Zuffy G that are at 47 months. So next month we'll have another 2 purple stone members. Then we got Gabriel is at 43. Raldo's at 39. Norbert's at 38. Shout out to Preston for re-upping his membership as well. Lobster Squad member for 9 months. 9 months. Cat has 9 lives. Yeah, the cat parade continues. I mean, we've got emotes of Mac and Sif, our cats. And then we've also got the emotes of them as pirates, because why not? Various different goofy images of me. But yeah, access to all of that stuff as a channel member. But like I say, the biggest thing and the most important or the most appreciated thing for me is, of course, you help to support the channel and keep this going. Oh, man. I think, yeah, I want to get more stacks with them, so let's let Broly go first. And yeah, obviously, if you are a member already, much appreciated. You can gift memberships as well. It's weird that you can gift a membership if you aren't one, and it doesn't. You would think it would like give one of them to you. But yeah, the YouTube membership system is weird and random because you can't gift them to specific people. Which is why we still have some big ongoing memes on the channel. Toon Rami, our good friend of the channel, can never receive a gifted membership for some reason, even though he's received them for other people. And then we have two main targets, our boys Anto and Apathy. Apathy has been able to be continuing to dodge a membership for the last, like, even the previous, like, not this last one we just did, but the World Tournament weekend before that, he dodged all weekend. So it's been months, I think, at this point. But Anto got sniped. Was it during the last World Tournament? I can't remember. What's the hardest thing about being a YouTube content creator? Is it being consistent on posting videos? Yeah, I mean, well, the hardest thing is obviously, like, once you make it your full-time thing, you have to just be making videos. So, like, the hardest thing is when Dokkan is dead, because then you've still got to make videos, because if you don't make any videos, then you don't make any money for that day. So, and then, yeah, consistency is the most important thing. You want to always, even if you're just starting out and you want to build up a channel, like, you're not even doing, you know, it's not your main thing, or it's not even monetized yet or anything like that. But yeah, you've got to do, like, consistent, like, uploading every day, ideally around the same time, because then as you start to grow an audience, people know, like, when to expect videos coming out from you. And yeah, that's the thing, like, unlike a lot of other, like, real jobs, it's like you don't get sick pay, you don't get holiday pay. Like, if you're just really ill and you just don't want to get out of bed, then you don't make videos for that day. If you want to go, like, it can be like, I love doing it, and I've loved doing it for the last, like, I've been doing it full time for just over 2 years now, and I still love it. But yeah, like, there will be days, like, they're like, unlike other jobs, it's like there are days where you just have to get up and do it, even if you don't want to. And again, like, if Dokkan is dead, and then if you want to do something, like, if I want to go out for the day, like when Little Blue and I went to see Book of Mormon, go see a show or something, so we'll be out, like, for basically the whole day, then it means the day before I have to record, like, 2 days worth of videos and get all the other ones posted, like, ahead, like, scheduled and ready to go up ahead of time, so that I can then go out for a day. It means I have to do, like, 2 days worth of work the day before. Which, again, I'm not complaining, because it's awesome and I love this job, and I very much appreciate how chill it is compared to other jobs. Because, like, I worked my previous job, my office job, full time for, like, 10 years, and I had my channel for, like, 5 years before I built it up to the point where I took the leap to go full time. So there's a lot of work. But yeah, if it's something that you enjoy doing, that's the other thing as well. You have to, like, really enjoy it. You can't just, like, make yourself do it because you think it would be like a you know, a cool thing to do or whatever. You have to, like, really be in it, because it does take a lot. AGL Blue Broly getting an EZA. AGL Blue Broly. The EZAs are for the STR base Broly that was the 7-year banner unit, and then the LR STR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly is getting a Super EZA. And yeah, especially with Dokkan doing random stuff at random times. Like, banners at the moment for the last, like, 6 months, it's like banners seem to never be consistently at the same time anymore. So having to, like, make changes last minute to my schedule and stuff like that. And obviously, like, big shout outs to Little Blue as well, because, like, having an awesome supportive partner is very helpful, because, you know, the number of times it's like, oh, I thought nothing was happening tomorrow, but actually they've just announced that they're doing a stream to show off, like, the new unit, and it's at, like, 10 AM. So I have to now stream at 10 AM when this thing comes out, even though I wasn't planning to stream the next day. Which I can appreciate can be very irritating, like, because Dokkan doesn't announce this stuff super far in advance sometimes. And then, like, the World Tournament, you know, we do the fun, like, World Tournament weekend, like, subathon things where I basically do, like, grind the World Tournament pretty much all weekend. And sometimes they don't announce the World Tournament until, like, one of the times I think they didn't announce it until, like, 3 days before or something. It was like we had a data download on, like, a Wednesday or something that was like, yeah, World Tournament is this weekend. So, but yeah, it can be pretty crazy. It can be pretty unpredictable. Sometimes it can be very hard to plan stuff ahead. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's still awesome. And that's the thing, like, shout out to all you guys as well, because it's you guys coming out and actually watching the streams and watching the videos, even all the basic stuff. I talk about it all the time when we talk about support and, like, the free ways you can support, like, even just things like checking out the videos and, like, leaving a like on the video. Like, anything that YouTube counts as an interaction, like, helps the channel. So if you watch a video, remember to hit that like button. Same with the stream, remember to hit the like button. All of that stuff that YouTube counts as, like, an extra interaction that you didn't have to do, right, by pressing that like button. And then it tells the YouTube algorithm that you like the stuff, and so it will get pushed out more. That's why I say it all the time. That's why, like, on the stream we talk about it, and, like, all YouTubers do, I guess. But that's why people ask you to hit that like button, is because it's free to do, but it actually does do something. Like, it actually does help out the channel. Like, for example, this stream now, the more likes that this stream has on it, the more likely it is that when someone opens up their YouTube, like, if they've ever watched any Dragon Ball or Dokkan content or anything that is, like, would potentially work with that same algorithm, YouTube is more likely to recommend this stream on their, like, homepage if they've never seen my channel before, if it has more likes on it. So literally just by hitting that like button, which is completely free to do, like, you help out the channel because potentially more people will be able to find it. AGL Broly won't super EZA, it's only for Dokkan Fest or LRs. Yeah, they say, like, they keep saying, like, people keep pointing out that they said, like, it's only going to be LRs or Dokkan Fests to start with, but I feel like they'll probably still wait, like, a while. The only ones I think could be the exception are, like, Marseille and AGL Tapion, because even though they're not technically Dokkan Fests, obviously they do have their own Dokkan event and their own medals, so maybe they could get one, but it's been a year. How did I even get here in the first place? But yeah, shout out to all you guys, members or not, just everyone who comes out and checks out the channel. I appreciate you all, so thank you very much. But yeah, this is going decently well. We're now at the point where we have 3 turns for all the fights, so we don't really need to worry too much about not killing. So we can kind of focus on, like, who's getting stacks where. But yeah, the EZA details should hopefully be out in 10 minutes. In fact, I should be being smart, and while I'm doing this, I should make the thumbnail for the EZA details. I should just make it now so that then I can post that video straight away. If the game lasts long enough, we'll probably have EZAs for AGL, LR, Super Saiyan Broly, and Physical LR, Super Saiyan Gogeta. Well, yeah, because we even technically know when those EZAs will be, right? Because the anniversary units are now always EZAing 3 years after the thing. So, like, the 12th anniversary will be AGL Broly and Physical Gogeta EZA. Which, to be fair, the 11th anniversary is only, like, 3 months, or like 3 to 4 months away. So, a year and just under a year and a half, it'll be time for the Broly and Gogeta EZAs, and then obviously Beast and the Gammas as well. Yo, Gem, How's it going? I've been watching since you recorded doing Tech Saiyans event on your channel. Damn. Yeah, that is a long time ago. Yeah, I appreciate you. Yeah, because this way I can record the video for the EZA details as soon as they come out. And then I'll have the thumbnail ready to go. Right, so what are these guys at? They're at like really high defense now. Like I say, people are going to complain that I stacked their defense for too long. Yeah. Although the Goku part of the card is the one that gives them the defensive support, right? So obviously if they're both in the Goku phase, they get a massive defense buff anyway. EZA details. 4 to 5 months away for the 11-year anniversary. Yeah, well, yeah, because it's like end of January, isn't it, technically? 137 days until the Dokkan Supreme campaign. I did the big brain thing by saving up my Dokkan and Carnival coins, saved up for Tech LR Go Tanks for Carnival, and a dupe of in LR Broly for Dokkan coins. Yeah, it's always good to save them up. The problem with the coin system, I think, just in general, because obviously you have to wait until the units come back, is that the power creep in the game has been so crazy, like, since the anniversary, like this year especially, that, like, some characters, you wait for them to come back for the first time and they're already, like, unusable in the most difficult content that's available at the time. It's like, really? Already? Just put the red glow around these guys. It's interesting though, it's like both the units getting an EZA are both STR. Because to be fair, extreme STR in terms of like, apart from like Rose and Zamasu, I guess. Doesn't have a lot of strong options currently. Right, so thumbnail ready to go. Details should be out in 5 minutes. LR, what, as in the STR LR tellers? Nah. If you can stun the enemy, then I guess potentially. But like, nah, he just gets rolled by any tough bosses, even in the anniversary content. But yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is still really good against bosses that have Ki Blast supers. Otherwise, he can potentially be a bit of a liability. But yeah, I think unfortunately Int Broly is probably a bit too outdated at this point for like the really difficult content. Because I didn't pull him during the worldwide, so I had to wait till the anniversary and then bought him with coins. And then yeah, I got to use his team for like a little bit while it was still somewhat relevant, but alright, save that. So Broly, easy A's. Alright, because then when the thing drops, we can just record the details like straight away, and then I've got the thumbnail done already, so that's good. I've got 7 Trunks, 6 Broly, 5 AGL Frieza. Jeez. I stopped playing about 2-ish years ago, came back to my best unit being the We Saiyans Have No Limits. Oh no. Got my Tech LR Rathru Broly on my first multi with stones. Nice. Yeah, use it. Waiting till today, if you have the patience to do so, it's like waiting till today to use the free tickets first, and then deciding if you want to drop any stones is probably the smartest way to do it. Damn, but she is up to 5 million defense now, so when he gets hit, he goes up to like 12 million. So he's going to be fine for the most part. This is phase 43, so Beast is next. Yeah, this is the no, because was Kayla and Khalifa's banner double rates? Although I don't know if they were Dokkan Day, but there were tickets at least. New event for the skill level up is amazing. Yes, very, very good link level stage. You want to be making sure you take advantage of that as much as possible today, because it's only up for 24 hours. Good, Broly. I still think it's funny. I don't know why I just thought of it, but thinking about the like Broly movie again, and just like how little JP cares about spoilers, like the fact that Gogeta was just in the trailer, and then like, imagine, we've talked about it before on the channel, I'm sure, but like, imagine you got all the way up to the day of like going to the cinema to see the movie, and you've managed to avoid all spoilers and everything, and then you get to the cinema and you buy, like, you go in and you give them your ticket and stuff, and they give you like the little promotional like Dragon Ball Super Broly leaflet that literally has like blue Gogeta on it. Okay, let's see. Well, they made the STR base Broly a rainbow orb changer, so that's good. He doesn't get damage reduction until he attacks, though. I mean, he seems, just from like briefly looking at his thing, he seems good. The LR Broly one just got posted, and literally the top two, like the first two comments on it, is one person saying "so bad" and then the other person saying "he's insane" in all capitals. No, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, we just keep stacking attack with Vegito. Alright, so I'm going to get the showcase recorded here. Or showcase, what am I talking about? The news video. So let me just get the stream up on my phone so I can see the chat. Because I can't have the chat window up and this as well. Let's go! Yeah, the duality of Dokkan players, literally. One comment being like, he's so good, and the other one being, he sucks. Even the other STR Broly, the top comment, he's so good, and then the one next, like 2 down, is, wow, the second worst 7th anniversary TUR. Which I guess could be a joke, because isn't it just him and Sin? And Sin is slightly, might be better, but Sin's really, really good, so... Alright. Okay. Hang on, let's go. Let me take the shuffle off this and put on. We'll put on Broly's OST, why not? Schrodinger's EZA, yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, nothing else got posted though, did it? Just make sure quickly. Yeah, no, it's just those two. Okay. I'm not sure if they'd post any other news or anything. Alright, let's do this. Hey guys, Mustang here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we have the details for this base STR Dragon Ball Super Broly EZA, and the details for the LR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly Super EZA have now been posted on the official Dokkan Twitter account, so we are going to jump in and go over their details here. I haven't read them properly yet, so we'll just be going through and I'll give you guys my first initial thoughts on them. Hopefully they'll be good. Super Bosses definitely needs the buffs. Broly's team could do with the buffs. I'm really looking forward to the details on how good the legendary Super Saiyan Broly EZA is going to be, because, or Super EZA, because he's been a fan favorite LR. He was the first LR that released on Global, so obviously very much looking forward to him. This guy I was very unsure of, because this guy was kind of like a very blank slate. On release he was pretty terrible. His kit was very, very basic. So hopefully they've done something interesting with him. But yeah, we'll just jump in and find out straight away. Bear in mind as well, you can farm the EZA medals for him already. But we haven't had a data download. I don't know if there'll be missions. Like by completing the other Broly Super EZA or something, you might be able to get these medals. But just bear in mind, you can actually pre-farm these like now if you wanted to. But again, Until we get the data download, we don't know. There might be a way that you'll just be able to get them from missions. But if you've got nothing else to do in the game, you could pre-farm these. But probably not today, as it's Dokkan Day, and you've got the Chamber in the Clouds link leveling to do. But anyway, let's jump in. So, this guy, let's see. Key 1, attack and defense 260%. Attacks effective against all types, and then randomly changes key spheres of a certain type other than STR to rainbow. So straight away, that's a very big and very important change, because like he needed a certain number of orbs to do things before, but didn't have any orb changing. So that's much better. He's also just effective against all types all the time. I think he needed to pick up like 2 orbs to do that before, but now he just has it all the time. When attacking with 12 or more key, he gets 160% attack and defense and 40% damage reduction. So that's pretty good. 40% damage reduction. It is when attacking, so obviously he won't be good against AoEs or in slot 1. When attacking with 2 or more key spheres, he gets another 100% defense and 20% damage reduction and disables the enemy's guard. So as long as you've picked up at least 2 orbs, he's getting 260% defense when he attacks with another 20% damage reduction. I mean, that's pretty good. 260% when attacking is like a multiplicative, so that's quite a big buff. And with 60% damage reduction as well. So he should hopefully be relatively tanky after supering. With 6 or more key spheres, he gets 100% extra attack and launches an additional super guaranteed, so that's good. If the target enemy's HP is 80% or less when he attacks, he gets another 50% attack and defense and a high chance to crit. And if the enemy's HP is 50% or less when he attacks, he gets another 50% attack and defense and does another super attack. So actually that's quite good, because depending on how much damage he does, like if he does an attack and it drops the enemy to below 50% and then he gets another additional, that will trigger that other part and then he'll get that extra one as well. So yeah, he has the potential to attack like 4 times in one turn if the enemy's on low enough HP, which is pretty good. And then after delivering a final blow, he fully recovers HP at the end of the turn. So pre-EZA, I think it was like 26% or something. So that's pretty good, like a full heal if you get a finishing blow with him. Not necessarily something that's going to be massively game-changing in some situations, but there are absolutely situations that could come up where that could come in super clutch. So I mean, yeah, on paper, like just looking at it, that seems pretty good. The fact that if the enemy's on low HP as well, like these when attacking buffs all stack up. So if you've picked up 2 orbs and the enemy's at 80% or less HP, when he attacks, he's getting like 310% extra defense. So that's a lot of defense. Even if he's only at like 500k at the start of the turn, that means when he attacks, he'd be getting over 1.5 million extra defense and then having 60% damage reduction as well. Which obviously that's not going to be enough to tank the super attacks of like the hardest hitting bosses in the game, but that's still going to be very solid. And obviously he can get multiple super attacks. So depending on his super attack effect, yeah, see his super attack effect is now greatly raise attack and defense. So every super attack that he does, he's greatly raising his defense as well. So by the time he's finished doing all of his supers, like he could quite easily clear 3 million defense, also depending on support, then also having 60% damage reduction, which means he's tanking like 6 million damage supers like Rose and Zamasu after supering, which is pretty good. So yeah, I mean, he seems pretty solid. He's obviously not going to be, like I say, tanking the hardest hitting bosses in the game, but this isn't really the kind of unit that we would be expecting to do that anyway. This is the kind of unit that you throw on like super bosses or movie bosses or something, and then he floats in slot 3, changes orbs, which can be useful for the other units on the team as well, and then yeah, has decent damage. Like he'll have decent defense after attacking, probably be able to do a decent bit of damage as well. And then, of course, if he does end up being the unit that finishes off the enemy for that phase, or one of the enemies if there's multiple enemies, then he gives you a full heal, which is pretty nice. So, yeah, I would say just from looking at his kit, without seeing him in-game, obviously, yet or anything, I think he seems pretty decent. So, he's also one of the better link partners for the new Broly, so that's obviously very good. Yeah, he seems solid. Definitely a good addition for the teams that he is on. So we'll have to see, obviously, in-game. But I think he's pretty good. So now the one we've mostly all been waiting for, I'm sure, the STR-LR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly Super EZA. This guy, first summonable LR on Global, so this guy was the first summonable LR that I ever got, because I got lucky and got him on his banner when he first came out. So definitely very excited for this guy. I really hope that he is good. His EZA was good when it came out, so let's go ahead and take a look. So remember, obviously his super attack and his like leader skill and stuff don't change. So he's got key 3, attack and defense 180%, additional 1 key per key sphere obtained, launches an additional super guaranteed, chance to crit and damage reduction 26%, and attacks guaranteed to hit. So enemies can't dodge this Broly, because before I think he had like Goku family enemies, it was attacks guaranteed to hit. So now it's just everyone. There's not a lot of events where bosses can dodge, but obviously that is pretty helpful. So when attacking with 12 or more key, 200% attack and defense. When attacking with 18 or more key, 260% attack. So when he does the 18 key super, that's going to be some big damage. When there's a super class enemy, or there's another extreme class ally in the same turn. So realistically, always then, right? Key 3, chance to crit and damage reduction 26%. Extreme class allies attack and defense 26% for 2 turns. And then 260% defense when receiving an attack. Okay. That's the big one. Because I was about to say, he doesn't seem very good defensively necessarily. But 260% defense when receiving an attack is pretty good, right? Because he's got 52% damage reduction. Which is obviously good. But obviously, even like a decent amount of damage reduction, if you have low raw defense, isn't going to be particularly helpful. But yeah, having 260 when receiving an attack, it means if he has like a million defense, well, he probably doesn't have that much start of turn anyway, but yeah, if he has 500k again, let's say as the example, when he gets hit, he's getting like 1.2 million extra on top of that straight away, so it'd be 1.7 million with 50 odd % damage reduction, which isn't enough to tank big boss super attacks. But let's see, when there's a pure Saiyan, hybrid Saiyan or Goku family enemy, extra 6 key and guaranteed crits. So he's going to be doing the 18 key pretty much guaranteed. And then for 3 turns from the entry turn, an extra 200% defense and 26% damage reduction before attacking when all allies in the turn are exploding rage or movie bosses. So that means he's have what, 52, so it'd be 78% damage reduction in slot 1 with an extra 200% defense and then getting 260 when receiving an attack. So he could potentially in certain events go slot 1 for the first couple of turns. So I mean, he seems decent. I don't know if he seems like super crazy, considering it's a super EZA. Was kind of hoping for maybe a little bit more, you know, to instantly read it and be like, oh my god, he's super busted. But he's going to hit really hard. He's got 52% damage reduction for the most part anyway. He does raise defense on his supers. So when he's not in slot 1, he's going to get a couple of super attacks off. And then, yeah, when he gets hit, he gets 260% extra defense. So I think he's in a similar situation to the other Broly that we already talked about, where like he'll be tanking normal attacks from most of the bosses. Big super attacks like the hardest hitting bosses are obviously going to kill him. But again, you got to remember this STR-LR Broly has always been like just a damage dealing unit, right? And this is why I always talk about like roles for characters, is we don't expect this guy to be tanking the hardest hitting supers in the game, because not every unit is supposed to do everything. Like this guy's going to be a big damage dealer, guaranteed additional super, like guaranteed crits a lot of the time, like enemies can't dodge, like he's going to be pretty good at doing damage. He's also, remember, giving all extreme class allies 26% attack and defense for 2 turns, so he is technically also now a support unit. So you could quite easily throw him onto one of these teams as a 3rd slot floating unit, and he's supporting the team for 2 turns, whilst also having relatively good like post super defense. So I think he seems pretty good. He doesn't seem absolutely crazy, but he definitely seems decent enough. I think, funnily enough, I feel like in terms of just reading their kit based on my expectations, I feel like this guy is better than I thought they would potentially make him. Whereas this guy maybe seems a little bit undertuned potentially, but I do always want to wait to see the units in game and stuff like that. I feel like, again, with this guy now being a support unit, he will be very useful for a bunch of these teams, even if he isn't the tankiest boy. So I think he's looking pretty interesting, but we will have to see once the actual EZAs are out. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What do you think of the EZA and the Super EZA? Are they good enough? Are they terrible? Maybe I'll do a post for a community response video, but let me know all your thoughts on these guys down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get that uploaded here straight away. I was going to continue with the... Well, I did one turn, I think, but I was continuing with the festival run in the background. But then I got to Beast, the turn where Beast is going to super at the end of the turn. And I couldn't remember how much he was going to super attack for. So I need to bring up the festival page. So full details for LR Broly Super EZA and STR DBS Broly EZA. Yeah, fortunately I made the like I said, I made the thumbnail already, so you can just throw that in there. But yeah, what do you guys think? Like I said, I think the STR, the base Broly, is a lot better than I expected them to make him. The LR Broly, I'm not sure. I think the perception has to kind of shift for him, because now he basically has just become a support unit. And that's funny to think, because like when I think about a slot 3 support unit, I don't expect them to be super tanky. So by making him a slot unit, a support unit, it's kind of like, it like lowers the expectations of how defensive I think he should be. I brought in Broly into Festival. Yeah, I won my first Festival run when it first came out with in Broly on the team. Yeah, I don't remember all 50 phases of my favourite event. Quote unquote, my favourite. Okay, he does 6.3 million damage, okay. Yeah, I make the post now about making a community response video for later. So somebody Posted no support, no domain. 61 million attack stat for Broly. On his 18 keys, 61 million. And Halvard's posted the calcs already. Yeah, so his maximum defense doesn't really get much higher than like 2 million. And with like 50 odd % damage reduction. So, not sure if that's quite what we're looking for, but yeah, I'll put the link in the chat. As always, like I say, if you guys, even if you were here for the recording of the video, help me out. Click the link, leave a like, put a comment to say you came over from the stream. Right, yeah, so Beast is going to super for 6 mil, so... So yeah, Vegeta won't take damage. Well, I did feel not that bad when doing LGE for like 45 minutes, and then the newer 10th anniversary and Bond stuff just feels slower. Yeah, it was funny to think like some of those red zone stages, like the versus Jiren ones, would take like 45 minutes to complete because they had so much health. Which is season 4 with Liam Hemsworth looks promising. I still prefer Henry though. Yeah, I kind of lost any interest in watching any more of it after like he left. Especially knowing the reasons why he left, right? Because he's a big fan of the franchise and basically left because the people who were writing it didn't care about like the way the story should be and what happens in the books and stuff. When you've got the guy, like the lead actor, who is like a fan of the franchise, basically telling you like, hey, in the books, like this sort of thing happens, like this character should do something like this instead of something like this. And then they're just like, nah, we'll just do what we want, actually. And it's like, okay. I can't afford 45-minute fights, which is why I wait for power creep to take the fights down later. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's the thing I've said in the past when we talk about why people don't like this event, is some people literally only play the game for like 30 minutes or something a day and then just turn it off and do something else. And so bringing out an event that takes like over 3 hours to beat is just not a thing that a lot of people are going to want to play. Some people do, and that's fine. And if you do like Festival, that's also fine. But a lot of people don't like it, and I think it's like completely understandable why people don't like it. Yeah, take it easy, Blazer Dragon. Yeah, Lazarus, how's it going? I finally beat this stupid mission today. I used LR in Goku Frieza and LR AGL Namek Frieza instead of the Broly and Fireworks Vegeta because I kept dying to Gogeta towards the end. Yeah, I'm just going to save my items for the end. Like, once we get to Gogeta, I'm just going to use the Whis. I'm going to use the attack up items in the Daima phase. I've run the team with 2 Vegetos on purpose so I can have a Vegito active versus Gogeta and a Vegito active versus Vegito. So hopefully we should be good, but are you serious? Are you actually kidding me? Turn 68 and we didn't kill Beast Gohan by like this much HP. What is going on here? Bruh.
All right, let's get this started. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
God, I hate this event so much. Knew that was coming. Oh, why did you keep it to yourself? Bro is a certified hater. You knew that was coming and you didn't tell me. Someone had that one Reddit as well. They finished the fight and the mission didn't count. What? Okay, yeah, that would be worse. Actually beating it and then it doesn't count. Alright, well. Dude, that sucks. I was getting the... Oh, man. Because I wanted to do that as my video for today, actually finishing the mission. And I don't want to sit and play the event again for another, like, 3 hours just to get to the point of being able to then record that video. Bruh. What did I do to deserve this?
All right, let's do this.
Well, at least we can get our Dokkan Day missions done here, and then we'll use our tickets. But, man. That is painful. Festival of Pain. One stone compensation incoming. I mean, getting that far and failing, not sure how units didn't finish off Beast. Yeah, it was one of those things where I didn't even think it would be a concern, so I didn't even think about it. Like, but that's why the event could be so annoying, is getting that far and it's like, oh, a unit missed a crit or something, so now you just lose after like 3 hours. It's like, bruh, why are you like this? Would you like a failed user, or can I offer you a failed user authentication in this trying time? Yeah, that is brutal. Because I very much do not want to have to start the whole thing all over again, but now I have to. Plus, that's the other thing about the frustrating about where the event is so long, is like I've got stuff to do. Like I wanted to try and get my videos sorted for the day and then be able to get on with other stuff that I want to do. And now I have to replay that. I mean, I could do it while doing other things, fortunately, because apart from those final phases, like, you don't have to pay much attention for the first, like, 2 hours of the event. But even so, it's still annoying. Right, so we've got to do Turtles Great Training School and then level up a super attack, and then we'll have done all of the Dokkan Day missions.
All right, let's do this.
With RE9, Akami 2, so no happiness. I don't think we'll get another Devil May Cry for a while. I believe it was about 10 years in between 4 and 5. Yeah, it feels like it was a very long time between 4 and 5, yeah. You know, I said there's stuff to do today. Can we delay it by 3 hours? I need to put this video out. I've recently deceased Ningen. Now, like I say, fortunately, the early part of the event is super easy. So, like, I can literally just keep, like, occasionally just look down and tap the screen a few times and then go back to do it. Like, I could do it while doing something else. But it's just annoying because I was kind of hoping that we'd get through that phase here now. And then probably start recording. I mean, I guess I don't know actually if we'd get to the end by the end of the stream. That's the other problem with it being so long. But I would have basically been poised, ready to record in those last like couple of phases. Yeah, the level up a super attack one is kind of annoying for when you don't actually have like a unit whose super attack needs leveling up. But I mean, I can literally just do this, like. Because I'm probably just going to sell that random Bardock that I got from refarming the new story event anyway, so. Since it dropped me 2 from the stage, just feed them into each other and then there you go. That's the thing, you don't even necessarily, like if you've done any summons recently, literally you could just check for your like SRs and then just, if you have multiple of the same one, which you probably do, then you just feed 2 of them together and then there you go. I haven't used the tickets yet. I pulled Broly with 100 stones like on the day the banner came out, so You watch, this will be the first time I actually pull the unit off of the free tickets, and it's a unit that I've already pulled and don't really even like that much, so don't really care about getting an extra copy of. So yeah, you watch, this will be the first time I will actually pull the new unit with the tickets.
All right, let's do this.
If it's a festival that we battle together, U is for you and me, N is for anyone stuck in this hell here on the Ningen stream. Fun! Nice. I did pull a copy of Brody with the tickets on the last 7. Nice, nice. That's what we like to see. Just post that Twitter thread in the group chat thing. Get the guys to repost it for me. I'll do my next run on festivals later tonight. I can't deal with it personally. Yeah, fair. Understandable. Okay. Probably 79%. Nice. That's the other thing as well. Like, I want to be using today, because it's Dokkan Day, to be like doing runs on this to link level my units, not just playing festival all day as well to do that mission, which is very annoying. I like in Chronos. I'm really enjoying it, yeah. Be streaming it again tonight on the late stream. Potentially we'll finish it either tonight or tomorrow night. But it has a new game plus, which apparently has a different ending. And because Little Blue's completed it, I've already seen you do get a pretty cool skin for beating it as well. So if I finish it, I probably will jump into New Game Plus, because at the moment there's not anything else I necessarily want to jump into like straight away. Alright, let's summon with these tickets then, shall we? I'll record it in case we pull anything. I can make it into a short, but... Okay, so we're here on stream. We've just done the missions for Dokkan Day to get our free tickets. We're going to go ahead and use them. I'm still very much in the club of people who have never pulled the new unit off of any of these Dokkan Day or like the Seriously Serious, like free tickets they've been giving out for Dokkan Fests so far this year. Well, all new units, right? It's not just Dokkan Fests. I've had them for the LRs as well. I've still never pulled the new unit off of any of these tickets. Now, I already have Broly, so I actually would very much like to just pull a copy of the Kale and Caulifla because I still don't have them. So honestly, I would rather pull them than Broly. But the last lot of tickets we got for the Frieza and Gogeta, I literally just got 7 Rs and SRs because nothing is guaranteed on these tickets, not even an SSR. So let's see what happens. Okay, well, Vegeta is here, so that could be something, maybe. But it isn't, of course. And we just go to what is the equivalent of Super Saiyan 1. So this is going to be nothing, I imagine. Nice. My 7 SRs, let's go. Okay, and then the second set of 7 tickets. Another just bunch of randoms. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So 7 SRs again, yeah. Oh no, we got an SSR. A super old Gohan Saiyaman. Let's go. Well, there you go. Terrible luck with the tickets yet again. So I can bin that recording off. I mean, at least I got an SSR this time, so that's a slight improvement on last time. Bruh. I was thinking, like, I want to get Kale and Caulifla, but I don't want to summon on the banner again. And I don't have enough carnival coins to get them, so... Pain. Oh yes, yeah, 4 people coming in is an SSR, isn't it? Yeah, that's true. I often forget that. Yeah, someone pointed out that Broly... Is Broly on... the normal legendary Super Saiyan Brolys are on Omega's team, aren't they? Because of the killing Paragus. Yeah. Someone pointed out, like, imagine STR-LR Broly on... STR-LR Broly on the Omega team, where he's getting all of that support defensively from the 2 Omegas. And the domain that buffs Inhuman Deeds characters as well. Should be pretty good. Yeah, I haven't actually been doing any of the stages of this. I don't know if it's worth, like, just saving them. When did I last do this pattern stage? Okay, I did it when it reset then for me, I guess. As long as I make sure I'm not forgetting to do it when it resets. Because I'm super behind on, I think it's this event. I like forgot to do it when it reset by a day, and then the next time I forgot to do it by a day. So based on, like, if you're somebody who has done it on time every time it's reset, I'm probably like 3 or 4 days behind, like, people on that point now. But yeah, this stage, like, being out, like you do get a lot of level 10 links off of this stage if you just keep, like, grinding it. Obviously, everybody on here's still got a few links to go, so it's going to take a little while, but... Sucks that Broly isn't good anywhere besides Festival Battles. Having Rainbow, he's still able to be somewhat solid when he's duped up. Should have been better. Yeah, he definitely should have been better. I mean, you can get away with using him in some events if you get good RNG and stuff, but unfortunately, a lot of the time, you just don't get good RNG, so... Yeah, it's fun with their dodge, but I wouldn't say they're important to have. Yeah, like Caulifla, like they're a worthwhile unit to have. They're good on some team builds, but like for example, I don't have them, and I haven't had any trouble beating any of the events in the game. Like, just because I don't have them.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, they're still a solid unit. They can still be very good. Like, there's certain situations where they'll still be super powerful because of the fact that Caulifla automatically dodges the first attack that gets targeted at her every turn. So any rotation that she's on, if there's only one attack in slot 1, then she's going to guarantee dodge it. Like, there's certain situations where she'll be really powerful, and then I think people still probably overlook just how good Kale is defensively. Like, Kale, when you exchange into Kale, she's like super tanky. Would you say this Tanabata celebration was kind of meh? Yeah, I think overall I would say. But then the funny thing is, if you think about last year, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like, people were really hyped for him and he got aged out really quickly, and then Omega kind of sucked. So, like, in fact, oh no, wait, that wasn't last year, was it? Last year was Tech UI, who also people feel like got aged out very quickly, and then Jiren a lot of people just didn't like on release. So actually, maybe I'll do a video about that for today, because now for the last 3 years in a row, the Tanabata celebration overall, in terms of the units, I think has been actually really disappointing. So...
All right, let's do this.
So it may just be the case that, like, unless they change, and in the future you can really see from just looking on paper that they're actually insanely mega busted, maybe the Tanabata celebration is not something we need to be worrying about going forward much anymore in terms of, like, actually summoning or anything. Again, getting old, true. Is Broly worth it? For example, the int GGT is worth it because you can build a whole new team, which I've used to clear all non-festival content. Can you do that with the new Broly team? No, Broly is not worth it at all. He's literally only good in Festival of Battles, and his leader skill is not good. So now that we've seen him in game and got to use him in a bunch of events and stuff like that, I would 100% say, like, he's not worth summoning for. Yeah, basically Anniversary and Worldwide are realistically, in terms of value for your stones and how good the units are going to be, like... Yes, 10th anniversary Gohan. How could he be bad? Yeah, it's also annoying that LR Bardock, the AGL free-to-play LR Bardock, finally got a 220% lead, except he wants to be run with superclass allies, and it's an extreme character. So it's not even a good lead for Bardock, which is really disappointing.
All right, let's do this.
But yeah, make sure you guys check out the second channel. The link is pinned in the chat. It's where I do all of my non-Dokkan stuff. We'll be carrying on playing Chronos later this evening, basically like 10 hours from now, 8 PM UK time. Carrying on with Chronos. It's like a Dead Space style sci-fi horror game. Been very good so far. I'm getting close to the end, I think, so should be good. I wonder what New Year's units are going to be. Imagine if they did the thing they did for Superhero, and like the New Year Dual Dokkan Fest was LR, Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, and Super Saiyan 3 Daima Vegeta. People would go crazy. Like, people would be so annoyed that like they were dropping right then, like a month before the anniversary. Understandably as well. Like, people would not be happy with that. I would not be happy with that. Do 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 do. Because yeah, I don't think anyone really expected Glorio and Goku as the Daima the last time. Do you have the Brolys as floaters? No, because Bardock wants to be on a full rotation of superclass units in order to get his, I think it's his damage reduction. Let me double check. Yeah, no, he just has to have 3 superclass allies on the team to get his intro. And then he needs to have a superclass ally in the same turn in order to get a super attack. So if he was floating, you have to make sure you have a superclass unit on both main rotations. Which isn't necessarily too difficult to do, I guess, on that Broly team. But it's not an ideal setup for him. Yeah, and then the 11th anniversary power creep happens and they're not very good, yeah. Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Hirudegarn again. This is the Demon King Piccolo OST. Yeah, I mean, the fact that the entire Team Bardock are super class when really they should be extreme is kind of funny. And Team Bardock, especially like the Giant 8 Team Bardock units, it's like, oh yes, the team that went around like overthrowing and like conquering planets, are all, and so that Frieza could take them and then sell them or whatever it was they were doing. Yes, of course they're super class, because Bardock is Goku's dad. It all makes perfect sense. Who do you think is behind the Zero Daima plan? Zero Daima in Dokkan plan? Omatsu or someone higher up? I give Omatsu the benefit of the doubt and say it has to be higher ups. Yeah, 100%. Like, It's absolutely not like, oh, that's the thing. People always blame Amatsu for everything because he is the like face of the company, I guess you'd say. Like, but yeah, it's absolutely not. Like, there's no way that, you know, the higher ups have like greenlit everything. The team are ready with like getting to work with the animations and stuff, but Omatsu's just like, no, not yet, no Daima yet. Like, there's no way that it's just up to him. Like, because that's the thing, you would hope, especially being the face of the company and going to all these events and all this kind of stuff, like, he loves the game and wants the game to be as successful as possible. Because, I mean, it looks bad on him as the producer if the game does badly. So, you would think, in that role, he wants the stuff that we want to come out. People want the Daima stuff already, so it makes perfect sense that he would want the Daima stuff to come out, because that's what the player base wants. So I can't see in any possibility, there is no version of reality where the Daima units are not out because Amatsu has decided that they're not coming out yet. Like, no, that freezer and cooler, people apparently had worked out from when the freezer first came out and because freezer and the Bardock came out not at the same time, but around a similar-ish time period, and people had worked out based on their, isn't it, it's to do with their like base hidden potential or something, that Bardock was going to be an LR, but freezer was only going to be a TUR. I mean, in theory, I guess they could still potentially change it, but yeah, as far as we know, or as far as people had deduced from the original freezer SSR stats and everything, that he's just going to be, they're like, that's it, that cooler and freezer unit is just done as a TUR. They still need an EZA though, I guess, so that'll happen at some point. Hopefully the next time there's actually like a Wicked Bloodline focused celebration, so that their EZA could be good, and then they could actually have a 220 team, like, and potentially be good, but yeah, exactly, the aftermath of them massacring an entire planet. But they're super class, guys. Yeah, it would be cool to have a tag unit of freezer and cooler. I could see that being a thing that does happen eventually. Just not yet, I'm afraid. But yeah, I'm going to literally just burn out this stamina bar doing this stage to get some link levels. And then it'll probably be back to the festival run, unfortunately. DFE Metal Cooler, a 210 leader skill. Oh, yeah, well, it should be, yeah, 220. Metal Cooler, I mean, a new Metal Cooler, that could be pretty cool. Oh, his EZA. Now, the EZAs, they just go up to 170 across the board, or some of them have gone up to 180, but I think that's only the LRs. So it probably will just be 170 still. They're not gonna. I don't think they're not gonna make any of the 170 lead Dokkan Fests into anything higher than, like, well, to even up to 200 really. But anyway, that's gonna be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. Like I say, go over to the tweet. I've got the. Let me put the link here for those of you who haven't seen it on Twitter yet. If you do use Twitter, do let me know. I've made the post over here. Let me know your thoughts on the Broly EZAs for the community response video for later on. But yeah, that is going to be it for the stream. Make sure, like I say, click the link, check out the second channel. Be playing some more sci-fi horror game later on tonight, 10 hours from now. And then yeah, we will be back. I think I did post the schedule last night for the upcoming week, so no early stream tomorrow because the Broly EZAs come out on Wednesday morning, so we'll be streaming then. So the next time I will be live is later this evening for more Chronos, and hopefully I will see you guys there. So that is going to be it for the stream. Appreciate you all coming out. Hit that like, subscribe, follow on Twitter, Twitch and Twitter and all that good stuff. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one.